Hello and welcome to my porch. It's about 2:45 in the morning. I'm out here having my coffee. My apartment porch here in Louisville, Kentucky. Out here smoking my little cigar. If I wasn't smoking my little cigar, I'd be inside filming this, drinking my coffee. But we can't smoke inside of our apartment complex. Haven't been able to do that for years. Um, I'm out here because I have to. Well, number one, I can't sleep. I couldn't sleep earlier. Slept for about an hour and a half. Woke up. But I got to get my dad up at 3 o'clock. Give him some Pedialyte. And I buy a lot of this. And I mix this. Either give it to him straight in a cup, about 8 ounces, 6 to 8 ounces. Or give him 2 ounces of it and the rest of it juice to help hydrate him. And depending on how much he ate or didn't eat during the day, I also give him some Ensure Plus. Either half of this or the whole bottle. It depends. And I got to check his catheter bag and all this other stuff. But the reason I have to do this now is because the aide, senior helper, is coming tomorrow to get him up and start his day. He's going to be here at 9 o'clock. 9 a.m. Now, if she was coming later in the day, I could actually do this at like 6 or 7 or 8, depending on what time she was coming. If she was coming at 12:30, I could do this at 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning when I give him his medications at 8. But I didn't have any help today on Sunday, and so I was keeping an eye on my dad, as you have to do, and you have to monitor how much they drink and how much they eat and how much calories are in what they drink and how many calories and how much hydration is what they eat. So my dad ate his full breakfast, his break fast, which that means the first meal of your day when you fasted all day. Actually, dinner is, if you didn't have the lunch, you're breaking your fast. You had breakfast, you just skip lunch, you're breaking your fast when you have dinner at like 6 o'clock. But I had him up today and he ate breakfast and he had a couple other things, but snacks. But I was watching. You have to pay attention to how much fluid they intake. And my father, because if they're drinking now this is a mug. If he's drinking half a cup of coffee and then you top off the coffee and he keeps drinking just the top, or they keep drinking just the top of that coffee, and then finally finishes it, he didn't really have as much coffee as you thought. He didn't have enough hydration that you thought. They don't. You have to monitor how much they eat, how much soup, if of the soup they eat, soup versus stew, and juicy fruit versus whatever, you have to pay attention to that. And I have to check, okay, how many calories did he probably have today? How much fluid intake did he actually have today? And not just seem to have enough. Because, like I said, if he drinks a half a cup of coffee, you fill it up. Half a cup of coffee, fill it up, drinks it all. And then a half a cup of coffee, and a little bit of water. That's not enough. Not enough. So I have to be vigilant about dehydration. Because dehydration can cause all sorts of problems. serious problems, and even cognitive problems, or urinary tract infections and all that. So you have to be vigilant. So what I have to do is get him up, dehydrate him, give him enough time to process also the nutritional drink, so that when the aide comes at 8 o'clock, he will be high. He will have processed this meal replacement. Sure Plus has 350 calories, and regular Ensure without Plus, that's about 250 calories. That extra 100 calories means the difference between a meal replacement and a supplement. So I have to have him process that before he gets his breakfast at about 9:30 in the morning, 9:45. So he'll be hungry enough for that. So I have to do this at 3 in the morning. And I need to get him hydrated enough. And then 8 o'clock in the morning, when I get him up for his routine of medications and his hydrations, 6 to 8 ounces of fluid, then he will drink his coffee and stuff at his breakfast. So that can help me keep the hydration level up, which is all important. So that's what I'm doing out here at 3 in the morning, 2:30 in the morning. It's a nice night, pleasant out here on our porch. While I'm having my coffee, smoking my little cigar. And that's a family caregiver night. It's more typical than you think. This kind of activity, the things you have to do, the things you have to monitor to keep your loved one healthy, alive, and stop the progression or try to halt it, slow it down. But this is what we do as family caregivers. This is what we do. So anyway, have a good rest of your evening. The midnight hour, the witching hour, the whatever hour before dawn. I'm going to be up the rest of the night. There'll be no going back to sleep for me. And the caregiver aide coming at 9 a.m. I have to be prepared for that too. Welcome to family caregiving. I'll talk to you again at another time.